humbled by a 7-year-old doing a TikTok Sephora Haul, Sol de Janeiro, Glow Recipe, Rare Beauty, and Drunk Elephant? Because I sure was.
Time for a Sephora Haul! I was shocked when they had the new, bum cream. I was so surprised. I thought they would be out of stock. I just love the buttery smell of it. Guys, I had to get the 71 because it smelled like those fresh donuts, the sprinkly ones. And I tried it out and I was like, I have to get this. I got it open. You have to get the 71, guys. And if you already have it, you're a genius. It's just like donuts. I want to eat it.
Little girl's missing teeth, yet she ate me up, put me through the blender, ito. Then it hit me. I'm watching a Gen Alpha influencer, which is something I surely thought wouldn't come out of my mouth anytime soon, but alas, here we are. We can't be too surprised that a rise in Sephora kids met a rise in Gen Alpha influencers. I mean, obviously, these kids are going to Sephora because of social media, and they can't go to Sephora without letting social media know that they're going to Sephora and that they too are trendy and also getting Drunk Elephant. Even if their skin may be crying in comparison to the 25-year-old TikToker that they're trying to mimic. But that doesn't matter. FOMO and likes do. Which, to be honest, if a 7-year-old is worried about missing out on some viral lip oil and caking strangers in a luxury makeup store over it, we have bigger fish to fry. A few nights ago, I was in bed aimlessly scrolling on TikTok, as you know, one does instead of sleeping, and I came across a video of 2 little girls.
We're Gen Alpha influencers. Of course we are obsessed with skincare. We're Gen Alpha influencers. Of course our favorite stores are Sephora and Ulta. We're Gen Alpha influencers. Of course we wear a headband when we're doing our Get Ready With Me's. We're Gen Alpha influencers. Of course we don't have toys.
Obviously, I had to do a deep dive because no way this was on my feed right now. I kind of wish I hadn't, because then I came across more of the videos like Sephora hauls, Get Ready With Me, really intrusive Q&As, spray tan vlogs, and more. Honestly, it's a bit concerning in the least Karen boomer sounding way possible. I'm not a parent, and I can't imagine how difficult it is to be one now, especially in the digital era that we are in. On one hand, you're letting your kid have fun on social media, which is better than them having an account and making content behind your back, right? On the other hand though, you're allowing them access to a world that they can't even begin to comprehend because they're kids. They're learning spelling and multiplication, and you think they can understand the complexities of online fame. It's kind of like giving them a crash course in rocket science before they lost all their baby teeth. This one family is called the Garza Crew. Personally, I don't feel comfortable showing these kids' faces, but they have almost 5 million followers on TikTok, which in the influencer world, that's pretty impressive. But if you think about it too much, you slowly realize that is 5 million people minimum having watched these 7-year-old girls in the last 4 years. So since they were even younger, technically. Ooh. Is that not alarming or sickening to anyone else? Some of the comments they get are, dude, who was the first to walk? Who's your crush? Who got their first tooth? Who learned how to read first? Why do you care? These are random children.
Okay, girls, we have another question. Who was the first to learn how to do the shower all by themselves?
Me!
It was Cody!
Yay!
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail! Period!
Day 7 of asking for a full face of Glow Recipe. Oh, you mean the skincare brand with a shit ton of exfoliants in it? Ooh. She's so mature for her age. Do not even get me started on this one. Automatic ick anytime I hear this phrase. Not to even mention, one of the girls gets a lot more hate than her sister. Oh, this one's annoying. She's a brat. She's ugly. She's adopted. She is 7 years old. I fear these parasocial relationships are getting too out of hand. These kids, emphasis on kids, do not know these 5 million people. They cannot comprehend the number 5 million. Ask them to write it out. Are we sure they know how many zeros are in it? Because I barely am sure. Yet there's comments from random people talking about these children all the time. You know when fans feel like they're besties with their favorite celebrities? Yeah, it's cute when it's Taylor Swift, but when it's 5, 6, 7-year-olds, it gets a bit awkward and borderline creepy. Let's be real. It's giving family vloggers, just the short version. And listen, family vloggers have always given me the ick. I am not sorry. I understand wanting to capture special moments with your little kids and then showing them when they get older and looking back on it as a family. I never understood making it public for a bunch of random strangers to see. That being said, I say we address the biggest elephant in the room. The fine line between letting your kids have fun on TikTok and inadvertently exploiting them for views and likes. I'm sure most most kid influencers slash family influencers start off innocent. You know, just for funsies, showing it to Auntie Pammy and Grandpa John. They show their bingo buddies. Your gram posts it on her Facebook wall. I don't know, whatever the elders are doing. Then it picks up a little traction and more people start to see those adorable kiddos doing those little dances and putting on those little lip oils. And money starts slowly rolling in from that TikTok creator fund. So of course, mommy or daddy get the idea. Hey, a lot of people think my kid is cute and these silly videos are making money. How do I get more money? Alright, Parsley, time to film 6 TikToks before dinner. But parsley with like the L-E-I-G-H. That's important. So are we actually witnessing genuine childhood fun or are we crossing into exploitation territory? I found this Teen Vogue article titled Influencer Parents and the Kids Who Had Their Childhood Made Into Content. They interviewed a now teen, then child influencer, and to keep her anonymous, they named her Claire. Claire said her entire life had been documented on YouTube since she was a toddler. Once her family's YouTube started raking in those views, her parents left their job because the ad rev was enough to support them, got a nicer house, and got a brand new car. Claire said, "That's not fair that I have to support everyone. I try not to be resentful, but I kind of am." Once she told her dad she didn't want to make videos anymore, and he guilted her, saying they have to move out of their house and go back to work and that there wouldn't be money for nice things. Oh no? The parents working instead of the kids? The horror! Kind of blows when you want your dad to be your dad, but he's focusing on being your boss instead. Can you imagine that sort of pressure on a child? Being thrown into something you couldn't even consent to, let alone understand, and then being guilted and manipulated into continuing it after you began to even understand it and didn't want to do it. Claire said when she turns 18, she's moving out and going no contact with her parents.
Well, duh.
I can't blame her. And you want to know the sketchiest part though? These kids may not actually know how much money they're making, let alone how much of the money they've made actually going to them. The girl from the Teen Vogue article said she has no idea if her parents are actually saving up money for her college or not, which is insane and scary. And it's not like we haven't seen this before with child actors. Macaulay Culkin, Ariel Winter, Amanda Bynes, my girl Blair Waldorf? Come on! There are no laws protecting the earnings of child influencers, so mommy and daddy can get away with a lot. All other kids are putting in the work and building up that trauma for years to come. While I was scrolling on this family's TikTok, I noticed the mom, who controls the account, mainly interacting with negative comments, either criticizing her or commenting on the well-being of her kids. Or as she likes to call them, Karens. One in particular really gave me the ick. This person says, "Karen, you mean people who are worried? You basically use your children for content even though they are 6, 7. She responds, "These are my kiddos and they're living the dream. Parent your kiddos, I'll parent mine." I mean, fair, not our kids, but I can't help but wonder, are they living the dream or are they living mom's dream?
You're giving up your dream.
No, Mom. I'm giving up your dream.
The person comes back with, "Yeah, because letting your kids use skincare products at such a young age when it is not needed is amazing parenting." Mom hits them with, "We have an interview coming up including a dermatologist who loves and approves of the skincare routine we do." Then add another comment saying, "I'll tag you when it airs on Hulu." Passive aggressive heart face emojis.
Got it.
Oh, your interview? That's airing on Hulu? That doesn't sound really exploitative at all. This TikTok where mom tells one of her daughters to pretend she's using retinol and feeding her lines and telling her what to do.
Okay, now we're gonna pretend to put on the retinol, okay? So just tell them.
Okay.
Tell them. Next up, my retinol.
We gotta get those wrinkles good.
Yeah, tell them. And show the camera.
Next up, my retinol. We need to get those wrinkles away. Let's pump some on.
Alright, shut it off, honey. I don't really want you putting that on you.
Not weirdly exploitative at all. It's literally baiting people.
Put that down.
Oh, you mean this? Oh my gosh. This is so much.
The mom said one of her daughters watches older kids get righties with me and tries to mimic the attitude that they have. So we don't think other kids are doing the same when they see other kids on TikTok using retinol. Mom also doubled down in another video saying that her kids do have toys, she just doesn't show them on camera playing with those toys.
That's suspicious.
So instead of showing kids playing with toys on camera to encourage other kids to play with toys, let's show them playing with gifted, by the brand, skincare instead? Okay.
That's weird.
I've talked about how the preteen stage barely exists in my Sephora Kids video. Kids aren't watching or looking up to people like Hannah Montana anymore. They're not shopping at Justice or playing on Webkins or reading tween magazines. There are simply no preteen spaces anymore. Social media is their space. They're watching and looking up to influencers. They're shopping at Sephora and Ulta because somehow we let kids and preteens get looped in with late teens and young adults. I'm telling you, Coco Melon to Euphoria. Which, real quick, let's get technical. By definition, an influencer is someone who is able to persuade a lot of other people, for example their followers on social media, to do, buy, or use the same things that they do. Now put the word child in front of it. A child trying to sell or convince you of something? I've seen brand ambassadors that are children. Really? We're getting kids that live off birthday money and maybe allowance to try to convince other kids who live off birthday money and maybe allowance to buy stuff? Or I guess in this case, kids that are gifted those products. It's shameless. Almost dystopian? Question mark? We've seen that kids are buying Retinol, no thanks to our previous example, AHAs, BHAs, anti-wrinkle, anti-aging, which the anti-aging fear alone in little kids is insane. I mean, aside from watching older kids and women doing get ready with me's and hauls, young girls are also seeing things through a beauty filter. Kids don't realize that no one actually looks like that and life isn't as perfect as it is on social media. It's all an illusion. It's all crafted. It's all edited. You tell them that this serum is going to change their life and make them look beautiful, they're going to buy it. Literally. Kids are so innocent and so naive. So imagine all those anti-aging self-image issues and add the pressure, expectations, criticism, and being in the constant spotlight in front of millions online. You don't believe this will highly affect their development and mental health? Some grown-ass celebrities can't even handle it. My girl Selena has taken how many social media breaks?
Oh, Lord. Again.
And let's not even get started on safety concerns. Why do videos of cute little kids have so many saves? Sometimes more saves than anything else. Literally feeding the creeps. And when family vloggers or mommy influencers are giving away information about their kids, like their name, what sports they play, their city, hospital they're born at, what days they have dance recital.
You cannot be for real.
Have y'all not seen Criminal Minds?
When was the last time it rained out here? Do I look like a weatherman?
If the Barbs can dox people critiquing Nicki Minaj, you don't think the creeps can do the same? But what can we do? Where do we go from here? How do we navigate the wild, wild west of child influencers? I still can't believe I'm saying that. Well, it starts with us having these conversations, raising these concerns, and demanding better for these kids. The exploitation at the hands of their parents will continue if we keep watching and supporting them. Sure, kids can make fun little videos, but they can do that privately, not for money, so mommy and daddy can live the good life off of them. All that being said, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you enjoyed this video, don't be afraid to like it. My mom is not making me say that, I promise. Anywho, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.